Hey Nash, what should we make?
Let's make stroganoff with jerk chicken. So it'll be Jerk Chicken Stroganoff, and we can call it Jerk Chickenoff.
You're kidding, right?
Nope, I'm dead serious. But we should probably spell it with a G so we don't get canceled. Hopefully.
All right, let's make Jerk Chicken Stroganoff and call it Jerk Chickenoff. Today, we're gonna make what I'm calling Jerk Chickenoff. I know it sounds stupid because it's something stupid that I came up with, and because apparently I have the sense of humor of a 12-year-old boy, that's what we're doing. So yes, primarily I just want to do it because the name amuses me. However, it might be good. I don't know. So the whole point is we'll take kind of the idea of beef stroganoff, sub the beef with chicken. Obviously, that's been done before. But then if we make it like a kind of jerk-inspired seasoned chicken, then we get jerk chicken stroganoff, put it all together, and you get jerk chickenoff. That's my plan. So that's what we're gonna do because I'm an idiot. So come with me on this journey, and the name alone is worth making the video, but hey, let's see how it turns out. Without further ado, let's go. So we start by making our marinade, which starts with this beautiful little board of what looks like strange vegan charcuterie. Not really sure. Anyways, there's nothing authentic or traditional about this dish, but in the seasoning of the chicken part, I will try to stay fairly true to the inspiration of the jerk, because I'm a jerk? No, the jerk seasoning. So we put this off to the side. Well, we'll put this off to this side. Then we get out a blender bottle. You could use a food processor, and after putting on some protection, because that's important, then we go in with 4 to 6, technically, traditionally, you would use Scotch bonnets. I went to like 3 different stores, couldn't find Scotch bonnets. I probably could get dried Scotch bonnets or Scotch bonnet powder online, but I didn't think that far ahead. So as far as heat level, habaneros are kind of the closest thing to a Scotch bonnet. So I know for those of you who are jerk truists, jerk purists, I've already screwed up. But like I said, I'm trying to stay as true to the vibe of the jerk seasoning as possible. Habaneros, it's the best thing I can do for now. Then we throw in 1 red onion, and you just miss, because that's cool. 4 to 6 garlic cloves, about 1 inch of ginger. You could grate the ginger and the garlic cloves, but we're just gonna blend it, so it really doesn't matter. Some scallions, I just sort of rough chop these guys. And then we do 1/4 cup of soy sauce, 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, a teaspoon of nutmeg, teaspoon of allspice, teaspoon of cinnamon, teaspoon of dried thyme. If you had fresh thyme, that'd probably be even better. And then salt and pepper to taste. Then we go in with the juice of an orange and the juice of a lime. And we put our blender lid on this guy, and we blend. If we were gonna make anything even resembling truly authentic jerk chicken, we would have probably a whole chicken or a whole chicken quartered, or at least legs and thighs, bone in. But since we're just gonna chop this up into bite-sized pieces and put it into a stroganoff, we're just gonna go with boneless, skinless chicken thighs. So that's what we got. So I got 5 or 6 of these guys in here. So we're just gonna take our marinade, pour it in there, and then close this guy up, try to remove as much air as possible. And then we just kind of massage everything, get everything a little nice and covered. And then you want to throw this in the fridge for as long as you can stand. Try at least an hour or 2, but hey, overnight would be best. So that's what we're gonna do. I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. About to cook our chicken. Just gonna go ahead and dice an onion, and we got out some cremini mushrooms, and go ahead and slice these up. And here's our chicken, been marinating overnight. So normally for stroganoff, we would cut this into bite-sized pieces and pan cook it. But for jerk chicken, you really need fire. And technically, I think you need charcoal fire or like a real wood fire. I don't have that. But anyways, my thought is we'll do it both ways. So we'll sear it on the grill, and then we'll cut it into pieces and finish it in the pan. So off to the grill we go. All right, with our grill nice and hot, you can go ahead and lay these guys down. And like I said, we don't need to cook these guys all the way through. We're just trying to get a nice sear and some of that sort of fire flavor on there. And once we got a sear on one side, we can go ahead and flip them. I have a little bit more of this marinade, so I'm just gonna give them a little bit more. Yeah, make sure and splatter it all over your grill. It sounds like a good idea. And then once we have a decent sear, let's go ahead and kill the heat, and then we can pull them. And now that we have our little sear, now we can go ahead and chop these guys up into bite-sized pieces. Medium rare chicken, yum. Then with my pan on medium heat, I'm just gonna go ahead, instead of using oil, I'm gonna use some Wagyu beef tallow because I have it, so why not? Should taste good, right? Once that's melted, go ahead and add our chicken. I might have overdone it on the chicken. We'll have to see. Then we just cook this chicken, let it cook until it's cooked through. While our chicken's cooking, go ahead and bring a few quarts of water, heavily salted up to a boil. And we dump in some egg noodles and cook those to package directions. As soon as our pasta's done, we kill the heat, and then we drain it. And then we put it back in the pot with some butter and a little bit of chopped parsley. That might have been a little bit much. Oh well, it'll work. And you just stir this in, let that butter melt, and kind of coat all your noodles. And that'll keep them from clumping together. It'll give it a little extra flavor too. And then once our chicken is done, we go ahead and remove it from the pan. Don't worry about our brown bits stuck to the bottom. That's just fond. It'll add flavor. Take all this out. Back to our pan on medium heat. We put in some butter, let that melt. Then we add our onions. We stir those in. And as they cook, you can kind of scrape up some of the fond, that flavor out. Once our onions have started to soften, we'll go ahead and add our mushrooms. Once your mushrooms have cooked down and they're a nice golden brown, we go ahead and add 2 tablespoons of flour. And we stir that in and cook for about a minute, just until the raw flour smell goes away. And then we have 2 cups of beef broth. So we're gonna add about half of it slowly while we stir. And then we can kind of add the rest. And we just stir everything around, make sure everything's incorporated, make sure to scrape anything off the bottom, any of that fond that might still be left. It's like a mushroom soup. The smell is amazing. And then we add 2/3 of a cup of sour cream and a tablespoon of Dijon. Then we just sort of stir that in. Don't worry if it looks a little weird. It takes the sour cream a minute to melt and then incorporate. Once you get up to a simmer, lower the heat to medium-low, and then we're just gonna let this cook until it thickens. Once it's thickened nicely, probably about 3 to 5 minutes. Then we go ahead and add our chicken. Do we wanna add it all? Sure, why not? And stir that through. I probably put too much chicken in, but I'm not complaining. And you want to taste a little bit of your sauce and see if it needs any salt or pepper. So I'm just going to add a little bit. And then we kill the heat. So the idea is to pour the chicken and the sauce over the noodles, but I'm just going to pour them in. So we're going to just do it all at once. You don't have to do it this way. And let's stir all that in, incorporate it. And let's put all of this back into this pan. Does it all fit? Look at that. And boom, there we go. We got our jerk chicken-off all done. So now we're ready to serve. And we'll just give it a little bit of extra parsley for some greens, or you can use chives, whatever you want. And there we have our jerk chicken-off, which we don't condone doing on this channel. And it's time for a bite. Cheers. I know this all started off as a joke, but it's actually really good. The richness and the creaminess with the noodles of a normal stroganoff, with the mushrooms, the onions, all of that coming through. But then you definitely get some of those notes from the jerk chicken as well. You get that sort of floral fruitiness from the habaneros and definitely the heat, but then also some of those warming spices come through, like the nutmeg and the allspice and cinnamon. And the richness and the creaminess from the stroganoff kind of like plays well with the spiciness and the warmness of the spices in the jerk chicken, plus a little bit of that citrus. It's just that the flavors play really well. It turned out really good. I would actually make this again. It's delicious. And that's what I think. But hey, let's see what Nash thinks. Hey, bud, how you doing?
I'm peachy, but are peaches really happy? I'm a little suspect of fuzzy fruits.
Well, check it out. We got this jerk chicken off that you requested. I think you and I both wanted to do it just because of the funny name, but it actually turned out pretty good. So here you go. Of course, we made you a dog-friendly version. What do you think?
Well, shoot, I wanted to make it just because of the funny name I came up with. But it's actually delicious. Those jerk spices play really well with the rich creaminess from the sauce and color me surprised, but I really like it.
Anything you want to say to your fans?
No matter how bad things get, something good is out there just over the horizon.
Nash approves, I approve. Hey, even though it started off as a joke and we probably just did it for the funny name, it actually turned out pretty darn good, and I would definitely recommend making it, highly recommend making it. So go make it. And hey, thank you so much for watching. Love you all. If you wouldn't mind taking a second, do us a favor, go ahead and subscribe, like, share, and comment. It'd help us out a lot. It would mean a lot. And hey, if you want notifications every time we drop a new video, go ahead and hit that notification bell. If there's anything you want me to cook, you want me and Nash to taste, go ahead and drop that down in the comments or head over to our website, timschaoskitchen.com. Send us a message there. And hey, just remember, cook more, eat better, embrace the chaos. That's it for now, folks. Until next time, be good and peace.